Now that I'm recording you, you're gonna stop playing with the cork. Is that so? Okay, well.
Okay, that's as good as that's getting. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I am Kay and this is the Ancient Gypsy YouTube channel, also known as AGTV. And today I have a vlog video for you, specifically an adoption video that you've probably already seen by the intro, because yes, I'm doing intros now and I'm getting better at doing this YouTube thing. Also, yes, my hair is different and I'm not really going to address that because it's not part of today's video, but it's different. So, we are going to be talking about my cat's adoption story. I just realized I am not center at all. Okay. Better. Okay, so my cat Felix, I've had for 2-3 months now. When he came to me, he did not have a name. He was 3 years old. They just called him Cat. And they said that he didn't really take to names, and I tried Felix as a name for him, and he took to it within 2 days, so he quickly took to his new name. And it really didn't take him long to accept being called Felix instead of Cat. When he first came to our house, we set up a meeting with the man that owned the cat previously. My mom is the one who met this guy somehow, and she told me about him having a cat that he wanted to get rid of, and I'd been wanting a cat for 2-3 years. When I was living with her, I wanted a cat, and then I moved out and I wanted a cat, but I was living with my boyfriend and his mom, and he already had a dog. And then when we moved in here, there was no animals allowed, but we had the dog, so she came and visited every other week, and would stay for a week. And then she passed away, sadly. So did my dog, Sweet Pea, this past year. So a lot of heartbreak. And then I asked my landlord again, because I had 2 other cats that I tried to get, and she didn't want me to have them because they were kittens, and they make messes, and they scratch things, and it's just a liability for the apartment. And so I didn't get a cat, any of those cats, and then I got Felix. And she said yes to him because he was already 3, he was already litter trained, we already knew quite a bit about him. He was not a big scratcher from what we were told, and he was fixed. We were also told he was female originally. So. But he is a boy, and he is not fixed, and he is litter trained, and sometimes he does scratch. He also occasionally bites, and there are going to be pictures in this video of bite marks on my boyfriend. Those bites are the worst that it has ever been. We don't really know what happened that time. We were, trying to play with him, get some energy out, because he was looking like he needed to get some energy out, and then he hooked himself on my sweater, and my boyfriend went to go unhook him, and he just got chomped. We don't really exactly know why, but we're still, working with him. It's definitely been a process to get used to each other. He has things that make him comfortable. We have things that make us comfortable. He had his own schedule. We had our own schedule. He was used to an entirely different environment than what I have. He was with an older gentleman and another cat, and he also had impregnated that other cat. So he never got to see his kittens. When he came to us, he had like 4 or 5 days worth of snacks, 3 days worth of food that got dropped off. He did not have a litter pan. He did not have a bed that was dropped off. He did not have a comb. He didn't have any toys. He just got dropped off in this kennel that was really too small for him. And we had a few days worth of food, but that was it. So we had to run out that night and get a litter box. We didn't really plan on the cat staying at our house that night. We were only supposed to meet the cat and introduce the cat to our environment, but then the cat ended up getting left there. So we, wanting a cat, accepted it, but then we realized we didn't have litter or a litter box or a water dish or a food dish, anything. We got him food and water dish that night, and we also got him a litter box, some litter. We had to go through a couple different kinds of litter. We found that he likes tidy cats the best, and he's kind of picky about how often it gets cleaned. Like, he will pee on your things, your clothes, your pillows, or your blankets if you're not cleaning his litter box as much as he wants, or if you're not feeding him as much as he wants, or giving him enough water, or if you, don't clean his food or water dish when he expects it to be cleaned out, then he might pee on your things. But he doesn't spray, so we're pretty lucky there. I think whenever he does spray, he does it in the litter box, because sometimes, there's that really bad smell, but it's in the litter box. It's not on my stuff or my walls or anything, so muchas gracias there. So Felix likes men more than women. Felix is my cat, and I am a woman. I think part of the reason he might not like women is he lived with this older gentleman by himself for 3 years, and then this older gentleman got remarried, and she was allergic to cats, so when the woman came into the picture, he ended up with me. And I also think maybe part of the reason he didn't necessarily like me right away is because he kind of assumed I kidnapped him. It was definitely an adjustment for him. We have tried to do everything we can to make the adjustments the best we can. We made him a box with some play toys and stuff in it and some sandpaper to scratch, and he did not use the sandpaper to scratch. He itches his face with it, or he'll rub his butt on it or something, but he doesn't scratch his claws on it. He has 3 beds that we made him out of old pillows and cushions and stuff, and old little blankets that are in cardboard boxes around my house. And he has 2 beds that we bought him, and 3 or 4 different cat boxes that we made that he hides away in. And he also has a cat tower, and then we made him another cat box with a bed in it that we bought. We bought the bed, we didn't buy the cat box. We brought the box home full of food. He got in the box and wouldn't leave the box, so we just gave it to him. And we've gotten him lots of toys. We've gotten those little toys that are squishy little pillows. They got the feathers on the end and a little bell. We got him balls, the balls with a bell in them. His favorite toys are those toys that you chase. You have a little wand and a little thing on the end, and you chase it. The first toy we ever bought him was one of those toys, and it had a mouse on the end, and he demolished it in 2 weeks. I don't think he has ever had a toy before. We also gave him catnip, and apparently he had never had catnip before. He went ballistic, got a little bit, nippy. He was kind of a little bit more aggressive when he was playing and stuff, so we realized we gotta give that to him in small increments. Now we just fill a sock with it, we tie it, and we put it in his little box by his cat stand that doesn't have a pillow in it. He pretty much, it's weird. When he goes in there, he just plays with his catnip sock. He takes it into that box, but he only puts his head in it. Like, he doesn't put any of his body in it anytime he goes in it, but it's big enough for him to be in it. So, I don't know. I started bringing him to bed with me because I wanted to let him sleep in my bed. I wanted him to snuggle with me. He doesn't like to snuggle very much. He likes his own chunk of the bed. A big old chunk, way bigger than what he really needs. And he likes you not to touch him. You can pet him and tell him goodnight, but he pretty much likes to be left alone. He's very independent, very like, I want to do my own thing. And he had also never been outside before he had been brought to our house. So I bought him a cat harness, and I wanted him to be able to at least go out into his yard. And the first time we used that, there was snow on the ground, and he was very intrigued by the snow because we had been tracking snow in with our feet, and he had been trying to like play with it and stuff like that. So when he seen a big old pile of it, he got kind of excited, and he jumped in it, and then he kind of like didn't like that idea because it was cold, and it was wet, and then he kind of like, you know, felt out his area, and now he likes to go out on the porch, and he kind of likes to go down my steps a little bit, but we have neighbors, and our neighbors have dogs and kids, and he also doesn't like my neighbors trying to say hi or pet him. I have my landlord is one of my neighbors, and she loves animals. I love animals too, and he tries to run away from her. And it's nothing against her, he just doesn't like anybody at all. Like, he's kind of gotten used to Michael, my boyfriend, and me, and the people that are regularly over at my house or I regularly interact with, regularly see, that kind of thing. He's gotten used to those people, but he really doesn't like people. And he doesn't like interacting with people outside of my home because my home is where he feels safe. It's his environment. It's within his control. And he knows that he's going to be looked after in my environment. He doesn't like to interact with people out in the open. He doesn't even like to be in the open. That's why we can't take him for walks. We tried taking him for walks because he likes outside so much, but he doesn't like the sidewalks. He tries to hide. He doesn't like to be in the open. So maybe walks aren't for him. I don't know. I do have a leash though. His favorite toy is actually a wine cork. Out of all the toys I've bought him, everything I have tried to get him to play with, his favorite toy is a wine cork. Just let that sink in. His favorite snacks are those squeezable tuna snacks. Hold on. These moist treats are only $1. I'm gonna give him one because I grabbed them and now he wants one. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. You want another one? He doesn't like cameras, but I'll try and get him to say hi. Can you say hi? He's not happy about that. I gotta move my coffee now. Okay, and then these are only $1 at the dollar store. He really likes them. They're very cheap. You're only supposed to give him a couple at a time, so I only give him 2 at a time. The other thing he really likes are these, like, meaty snacks, and these are like $1.50 at the dollar store. Sometimes $1.80. Yeah, he's over here licking his chomps. He likes the wet food. We mix the wet food with hard food sometimes. This is a salmon dinner. Salmon is his favorite flavor of anything ever, period. Besides tuna. We also bought these spoons at the Dollar Tree because when we mix the hard food and the wet food, we like to like saturate it and get it all really well mixed in. So we use those. These are treats he really loves. They're some wet treats. They honestly smell really hearty. They have a lot of meat in them, and they don't have very much gravy or syrup. So that's something I like about them. And then these lickable treats I put on top of hard food because he doesn't like it just in the dish with no hard food. But these are another treat I'll give him. But I'll only give him like a tiny, tiny bit of hard food. Just give him some crunchy with the liquid meat. I know, baby. I'm making you hungry, huh? And then, where are his tuna treats? These are some gravies. I give him some gravies every once in a while, every couple of days, on his hard food because he likes it, but he also likes regular hard food. So, as you can see, he really, 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 really likes these gravies. This is a roasted turkey flavor. His favorite is the roast beef or the salmon gravy. And then, these are the regular tuna ones, but he also likes tuna and, what was that other one? There's a couple different flavors. He doesn't like the tuna and veggie one, but he does like the other ones. So, I'm going to give him one of these. Ooh, what does Mommy have? What does Mommy have for you, huh? Is that good? And these liquid tuna treats are the treats that his previous owner dropped off with some wet food. And he said that he didn't like hard cat food, but he did like dog food. And we found that out not to be true. He doesn't like dog food, but he does like hard cat food. Ever since we've given him hard cat food, he won't even look at dog food. But we definitely spoil him. Is that good? Is it all gone? Did you get it off? Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you grumpy now? Are you grumpy now? Huh? Oh, you're a good boy. Well, I guess he's gonna chill with us for a few. Probably because I still have his bucket of snacks. These are one of the balls I bought him. I had like 6 or 7 different kinds of balls in this bag. I bought him a variety bag. My pretty boy. Another name I use for him is Prince Felix, or Felix the Ferocious. Felix the Ferocious. Right, baby? Oh, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Say hi. Okay, say hi. No? You don't want to? Okay. He really doesn't like a ton of noise. So when he first came to my house, he would get really irritated when my boyfriend would play video games for a long period of time or go straight from playing video games to watching a loud movie. He is a lot like me. He likes the house. He likes to go outside. He doesn't like to leave the house. He just likes to be outside near his house. And he likes his quiet. He likes peace and serenity. He also likes to be left alone. He knows that when he goes into his boxes or his cat area, that he is the only one who goes into the cat area. The cat area is completely for him. So there are no human hands ever coming into his cat boxes or into his cat tower or his cat area, because that is completely for him. So he will get really irritated if I have a guest over and they try to put their hand in there. For instance, one night my brother was trying to get him to play and he didn't feel like playing. He wanted to like be left alone and kind of ignored and in his own little corner, and he went into his box with the bed that we bought him in it, and my brother was sticking his hands in there and like shaking his face and stuff, and he hissed really hard at my brother, and I yelled at my brother because he had the right to hiss at my brother due to the fact that he knows his cat area and his cat boxes are only for him. Human hands are not supposed to invade that area. So it's things like that that has taken a little bit of time to get used to, and it's taken some effort on his part to kind of work with us a little bit in communication. He's gotten better at not biting so much when he tries to communicate things, but there are a couple bad bites on my boyfriend's arm that I'll show you in this video that kind of happen, and like he scratches sometimes. He doesn't mean to always. Will I declaw my cat? No, I will never ever declaw my cat. And I will never ever ever put him down. He just probably won't be around children if he can't, control himself. Which, the fact that he likes to be left alone and kind of away from noise and things like that tells me maybe children aren't for him anyway. Anyway, I hope this video has encouraged you to adopt. I hope this video makes you feel like adopting and finding animals that are no longer able to stay in the home they are in. Owners that are looking to give animals to people for free. I got my cat for free. The only stipulation was he wanted to make sure it was a good home and that we were loving people. And I'm so glad that he trusted me to take care of his cat for the rest of Felix's life. And I continue to tell Felix every single day he is stuck with me. And we are going to grow old together. We're probably going to die together. Hopefully I don't die before him, because apparently cats eat you when you die. So, anyway, on that lovely note, thank you for staying all the way until the end of this video today. Thank you to all of my 46 subscribers. Each and every one of you helped my dream come true and help this channel a little bit further along. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry if I am distracted. I am filming in my room and there's a window, and sometimes I have a neighbor that like is creepy and stares at me or uses a telescope. It's creepy. And I thought I seen the curtain across the street move. Freaked me out. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you like about the channel. Let me know what you don't like about this channel. And let me know if this video encouraged you to adopt, or if you already have animals, drop those pictures below. I love fur babies. I love seeing animals. I love animals. If my apartment wasn't so small and I owned my own home, I would probably have like 100 animals. But for now, Felix is enough. Okay. Until next time, love yourself and your world. Goodbye! Hey. Felix. Felix. Those are mommy's shoes. Those are mommy's shoes. He bumps the camera. Felix.
Here, because I don't know what else there you would have liked. And I was like, she'll probably kick my ass. I get the wrong cigarettes. And he was like, huh?